Alright guys, welcome to another video. Today we are talking about the Blackmagic Pocket Cinema 4K and the way that I've rigged it out and just kind of my experience with this camera. I got this camera about a year ago, bought it secondhand. At the time I had a GH5, so everything translated perfectly across to that with the micro 4/3 mount, but I found that it was just a really hard camera to use, like everyone on YouTube has said, and then I didn't really end up using it that much. And it was kind of just sitting there. I'd put it on some sticks for an interview and it looked great, but other than that, trying to get out and shoot B-roll, it just didn't happen. So I've been trying to think about and work on a way that I can actually use this camera functionally. I guess I was a bit spoiled with the GH5 IBIS, and I just really hate shaky footage, so I was really hesitant to use it because of that. But today I am pretty confident that I've nailed it, and that I've got a pretty budget-friendly way of setting this camera up, but also ways that make it really useful and also maintain really good image quality. So I'm going to run you through the rig now. So you can see it here. I've got just a newer follow focus here on the side. I've got a top handle, okay, that's attached to a side handle here. I've got the half cage on the rig, and I am running the 7-inch, I don't even know what it is, Field World ultra bright monitor. So I'm going to cut to some close-ups now in a second, and I'll walk you through everything that you see here. So starting with the Field World monitor, this is a great monitor. It's over, I think, 2000 nits. Which was an issue that I was having with my other monitor, that I couldn't actually really see it in bright daylight. So I've got that on here, don't even need a sun hood or anything like that. It provides a really good image. You'll see that I've actually got this mounted through a magic arm, or whatever you call it. And this is kind of the best solution so far. I haven't been able to pick up one of those kind of bendable mounts for the monitor yet, but this is a pretty good solution. It allows me to kind of lift it up and put it down for higher or lower shots, which is good. Moving then to the top handle. This is just, I don't even know what brand this one is, but it's pretty generic. It's got a couple of hot shoe mounts on either side, which is really good. This is where I mount my SSD, which is really cool. This is connected to a NATO rail, which is on the end of a left-hand side handle, which then connects to the half cage, I believe, which is small rig there. Now, I also invested in the little connector thing that runs in an L shape outwards from the HDMI and the USB-C. And the thing that I've just recently added actually is this strap, this camera strap. Now, it feels a little bit nerdy, but it's actually great. It's actually a godsend. It takes so much weight off your arms, and it allows you to actually use this thing. You know, standing up. Let's see if I can stand up here. It kind of sits on my chest. Okay, I can run my hand through like this. Okay, and it actually just really gives you a very functional use of the camera. And when you're not using it, you can simply let it drop, and the weight is no longer on your arms, which is really good. So something else that I wanted just to talk about quickly that I think makes this rig work really well is the lens that I've got here on here. So I ended up going for the Tamron 24-70 2.8 through a Viltrox speed booster. Now this gives me vibration control or image stabilization from Tamron, which is really good. And it also gives me a 2 aperture through the zoom range of 24-70, which is really about 35 to kind of 90 in full frame equivalent terms. So you're shooting on, you know, on a cinema camera at f2 with a constant of f2 with image stabilization from 35 to 90, which is like a really great usable range. You know, you've got mounting points, you've got different ways of holding it for this setup, or for getting it a bit lower. Okay, you've got a manual follow focus here, which is really helpful as well, because this whole thing is manual focus. And yeah, this rig's worked out really well. I'm actually taking it out on a shoot tomorrow, which should be really good. And yeah, just thought I'd share it with you guys. I've seen a lot of rigs online that are quite expensive, but you know, I mean, if we kind of run through, I think the monitor was maybe $100, $150, you know, and then you've got the 2 different handles. They were maybe, you know, $30 to $50 each. The half cage is about $80. and then you've kind of got some rails and different things. So you know, there's probably only $300 to $400 in this fit out of this, which is really good, and actually makes me want to use the Blackmagic Pocket Cinema camera, which is a good thing. So thanks for checking out the video today. If you have any questions about this rig or this setup, please let me know and I'll try and answer them. I'm going to do another video coming up soon about how I use this camera with native lenses, which you can see just over my shoulder here. I end up going with those when I want to just use just the camera body with none of this external stuff. So be going over why I did that and why I think those native lenses are still a really great idea. So thanks for tuning in, and have a great day.